Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to a new, rebranded, formerly known as Broncos Breakdown is now Broncos Buzz. Reason being, well, I got Kona right here as my co-host. That's the buzz part. And then it's also the buzz because of Broncos Buzz, as in news, as in, first thing, hey, what's the Broncos Buzz? What's going on? So it's a double meaning, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be absolutely great. We have a brand new segment that's going to kick off the show. It's not always going to be the first one, but it's going to be one to kick off. It's called the Buzz Saw. Before we get into that, I am your host, Bronco Bill. That guy, he is Kona Spence. We are Broncos Buzz. Let's go, guys. Let's have a fantastic time. Cheers to you, Kona. Thank you so much for being part of the show, man. I love having you.
I'm happy to be here. I'm ready to get on my buzz. I'm ready to get everybody involved in the community. Hey, everybody out there, hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you have your beer with you or whatever helps you with your buzz, and let's have a fun show together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would be remiss if I didn't mention this is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to you with emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, comments, my comments, your comments in the chat. Let's have a great show, guys. All right, let's go. Before we get into the comments and topics and all that, we're going to do a first segment called Buzzsaw. This is where a topic is talked about solidly for 1 minute, and Spence will correct me on this, or time me on this, for 1 minute, and I just get to get everything out of my system. Spence can agree, disagree, whatever on the flip side. But here it is. Here is the beginning of the very first ever Buzzsaw. Here it is. The Canadian fans have been booing the U.S. national anthem. Now, I'm sick and tired of people taking a political stand on a sports venue. This is not political. This has nothing to do with a country. Yes, you may be pissed off at this, that, or the other. You don't take it out on the players that are playing their game. They're playing it for that's their career and that's their livelihood. They are there to support their family, themselves, their career, their livelihood, like I said. Okay? There's no need whatsoever to boo a country's national anthem. And when a stadium or arena or baseball park, whatever it is, has to come on the air or on the speaker and say, fans, please respect. That is absolutely abomination. That's totally wrong. You don't do that. I'm done. All right. Your response, Kona.
Hey, look, I understand people's perspective, but this was not the time or the place or the situation especially to do this. Yes, our executive branch of government is having disagreements. There was no one who was hurt. There was no act of terrorism. There was nothing violent that was done. All it was a financial disagreement between two neighboring countries who respect each other. Did they take it a little too far? Yes. Now, if Canada had done something, a terrorist act or something to that, then I would have been like, okay, I see your perspective, but this is completely out of bounds, classless. And you know what? I applaud the U.S. fans for last night for not retaliating. Mm-hmm. That is the sign of respect.
Yep, absolutely. Well, hey, you did it right at the 1 minute mark, man. That's good, dude. That's good. No, I think that's going to be a fun topic to bring on every now and then when there's something that is very controversial, that kind of thing. It's just something fun, something different. Like I said, we call it the Buzzsaw. All right, let's go to the comments real quick. Reason why I changed the background, Madunga says, put the other background up that I spent time making, you jerk. Okay. Well, I just felt like
I guess he's already got his buzz going.
well, I mean, it just says Broncos Kona Spence, which is great. No problem. All right. David Yonkin batting leadoff in the chat says, does it look dark in here to you? No, seriously, because I usually have my ceiling, my overhead lights on. Does it seem?
Don't follow the white light to the heavens. Stay here with us, Bill. Don't look up to the heavens.
Am I washed out? Do I look okay? Whatever. Okay. All right. Little bit toned down. Well, I don't know why. We're not supposed to be toned down. But anyways, David Yonkin says, Taysom Hill is a good player and knows Sean's offense better than anyone on the roster. But what concerns me is his injury history. Absolutely. No doubt about it. But now that you brought it up, David, I got that very topic.
Let's start with it.
Here we go. The Denver Broncos are not likely to trade for a 35-year-old do-everything player in Taysum Hill. But if the Saints decide to cut Hill, Denver would be the obvious landing spot. Of course, you've got Sean Payton. Per NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, I quote, "It's hard to imagine Hill returning to the Saints in 2025." End quote. My question is, would Hill in Denver be a good fit, and how would they use him, Spence? And I'll comment after that.
You know what? You signed him very quick, fast, and in a hurry. This is what I have been talking about. Bo Nix needs a mentor. Now, Taysom Hill has not reached the pinnacle of the Super Bowl, the playoffs, or anything to that extreme yet. But this is someone who has a firm grasp and knowledge of Sean Payton's system. This is someone who I consider taking that next step into the coaching aspect. This would be a perfect situation for Taysom Hill. Come to be the backup quarterback, to be the mentor, learn how to be a coach, how to be an educator, and he can definitely come in on third down, on random plays. He can come in for sneaks. He could come in and do this and do that. But the mentorship, that is a price that you cannot put on top of anything here. Whatever Taysom Hill wants, do it. If the Saints will accept a 7th-round draft pick for Taysom Hill, you do it, Broncos. It's a 7th-round pick. Move on. See if you can get him here. See if he can help Bo Nix with the development and help. And Taysom Hill also is a good locker room guy. So he's going to help the culture for the Broncos and develop there. Okay, well, my thought is he's 35 years old. I mean, how many more hits can this guy take? As let's say they put him in as a running back or a decoy, or he goes out for a pass, or he does whatever he does. You know, I mean, Sean Payton's a magician when it comes to using players and getting the best out of them in different situations. I don't want to see a Taysom Hill take a shot and be done. I mean, that could be with anybody. I mean, I totally understand. That can be with anybody. But 35 years old? I mean, you're looking at Bo Nix is what, 26? 25, 26? I mean, and he's already run a ton, and he's already gotten banged up. So I don't know, maybe he's 24, but still, whatever it is, he's a heck of a lot younger than Taysom Hill. And Hill's taken some beatings with the Saints. He's taken some beatings in some games. And I just think it would be sad. Be sad to see that. But Taysom would not be playing probably more than 10 plays a game. He would be coming in for maybe 1 or 2 plays a quarter. We're not talking about him doing 20, 30. No, I get it. And right now, yes, he's 35, but that experience and that knowledge and that mentorship is absolutely what the Broncos need from a backup quarterback. And should something happen to Bo Nix and Taysom is ready to go, I know we got to think worst case scenario.
I know.
But he's ready to go. He can definitely jump in. I know there's other options out there, but to check all the boxes: mentor, experience, knowledge, easy fit, great culture guy. He mixed everything. And before you say that, I've got to give a little shout out to my friends in Culver City, California. Sue and Maggie, thank you for joining the show. Hope you're getting your buzz on tonight.
Nice. Cheers. Thank you. My nephew, Robert Marino, I call him Bobby. Anyways, he said, Bronco Bill and Kona, happy off season. Love the rebrand. Thanks, dude. Thanks so much, man. We like it too, man. We like it too. Really do appreciate it. Follows that up by saying, great new segment to see Bronco Bill riled up. I'm always riled up, dude. Come on.
Yes, he is.
You know me. I mean, it's either up here or it's higher than that. It's never really low. He also follows up by saying that Taysum Hill is a dynamic player. So you say you would welcome that, is what you're saying, Spence.
Yeah. Oh no, I would welcome the versatility, the mentorship, the coaching aspect. Like I said, this guy is very smart, knows the game very well, and is going to probably springboard into coaching. What better option than to come be the backup under a system where he had the most success under Sean Payton, teach Bo Nix, also learn from Sean Payton how to be a better coach. It's a win-win for everybody involved if you can get him at the right value. I know a few other people in the chat have mentioned a few other names. I agree. But if you can get a quarterback like this at a good value, it's worth it.
I'll bring it up. David says, that's not what I would be willing to give up and talk about draft pick. Is any draft picks, we just got our picks back. I would have to agree with that. And if like I mentioned in the, who said that? Ian Rappaport said he would be shocked and surprised if the Saints brought him back. That means they're cutting him. We could get him for nothing.
Right. But do you want to take that risk on the open market? Now, logically, the Broncos are the landing spot, logically. But if there's someone who will make a bigger offer or try to push up the value, therein lies the question. Would you be willing to give up a seventh? Not a sixth, a seventh round draft pick.
Yeah. Well, would the Saints take a 7? Maybe the Saints won't take anything less than a 5.
There's where you start the negotiations.
Yeah, good point. Madunga says, I'd rather have Debo over Taysum. Taysum would be cheaper, but Debo would be better. Well,
yes and no. I think Debo would be a better player, but who's going to be better for this team in this structure, in this system right now? And who's going to be
we need a receiver. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later. But what Taysum Hill brings is something Debo won't. Debo's going to be competing for a job. Taysum is going to have the job if he comes to the team and can bring more valuable knowledge than I think Debo can. I know.
I got to bring this up.
Bring it up.
It says, also, by the way, whoever made that intro is amazing. Probably an amazing person as well, and very attractive. Madungus, you can pat yourself on the back. You did a fantastic
job. Madungus needs credit. Positive reinforcement. Madungus, we appreciate all your help and your effort and your support to our great Buzz show. So this buzz for you. There you go, my friend.
What's? Oh no, never mind. I was going to go to something else, but I'm not going to go there. Okay, so David says let him hit free agency, meaning Taysum Hill.
Yeah, but you bring a little risk into it. I think it's the Broncos are the obvious choice, but here's the risk.
Let me follow it up real quick. It says it's a new culture. That is what Sean Payton's looking for. So he is basically saying, why bring in retread or older guys when he's looking for a new culture?
I think you bring in a guy who was great in the New Orleans Saint culture to bring knowledge to this developing culture here.
Good point.
So if it was someone else who maybe performed well with the Saints, but was not a good culture guy, I'd understand that. But Taysum Hill, everybody loved him there. He was great with the coaching staff, great with the city. You got to. It just makes sense.
Yeah. Madungus, you're amazing, dude. Says Bill and Spence just called me sexy. I'm taken, guys. Sorry.
Is this what the buzz is going to be about? Madungus's sexiness? I mean, really?
Hey,
I think I just lost my buzz.
he's that was classic, man. Oh my gosh, dude. All right.
But in the
I don't
end,
even know what to say after that.
no, in the end, David, I see your perspective here. Let him hit the open market and maybe you can get lower value for him, but he hits the open market. All you need is one team to start negotiating and that value goes up and up and up and up and up.
Yep.
So do you trade a 7th round pick if the Saints will take it and
Ooh.
guarantee getting him without and being able to control that
Ooh.
financial aspect?
My nephew just asked a great question. Well, he always does. He's a great guy. Great guy. Is Taysum a better backup than Jared Stidham? I would have to answer that real quick and said I will take Jared Stidham any day of the week. Any day of the week. Younger, can learn. He's already been under the not Sean Payton. Yeah, under the Sean Payton system. I know that Taysom Hill was there too, but that was years ago. Things have changed. Things have developed differently. I would take Jared Stidham.
Well, let's throw this out there. Who's number 1? Who's number 2? Who's number 3?
Well, are you going to carry 3 quarterbacks, or are you going to have one that goes on the practice squad?
That's the issue with Taysom Hill. If he's going to go out on the free agent market and he comes here and he's only going to be the emergency backup quarterback, the 3rd quarterback,
He won't do it.
He wouldn't do it. So therein lies.
Okay, so can you designate him as a special teams guy, a running back, a wide receiver, a slot guy? Keep him off the quarterback thing. So then you've got Jared Stidham as the backup.
You bring up great points. It's a way to get him on the field. It's a way to get him as part of the offense. It's also a way to keep him on the active roster.
But then who do you have to give up if he's taking one of those spots?
Bingo. You take a spot away. And is Taysom Hill going to accept that?
Why wouldn't he?
Well, if he's going here's the thing. If he's going to go on the open market, there are teams out there who are craving quality backups. Biggest thing, and I think, Robert, you brought it up. Biggest thing, how's his health? Is his health good? Is he injury-free? Is he ready to go?
Did I see that anywhere? Did I miss it? I may have missed it. No, it says, all he said was, is Taysom a better backup than Jared Stidham? Paul Smith, welcome to the chat. Nice to see you. Cheers to you, my friend. There's your Bronco Buzz right there for you. Says, if you trade for Taysum, you got to pay him $18.2 million contract.
Very, very good point. By the way, dude, this is a buzz. When you cheer someone, you got to take a sip. You're leaving him hanging there.
Oh, is that what I got to do?
Yeah. When you toast somebody, you take a sip.
Holy crap.
Uh-oh.
We're only going to have a 20-minute show then. I'm cutting this thing off. Well, thanks for coming, guys. Really appreciate it.
I guess Bill's got his buzz already.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
But, Paul, go back to Paul. I did not research his contract. If he's got an $18.2 million contract and he still has a year or 2 left, then yes, let him hit free agency.
Do you think you'll get that anywhere?
No.
Okay. I'm 35 years old. We also have another person we're going to talk about who may be on the open market. A couple of guys. This is a good show, guys. Good show. I'm glad you're.
Hey, I gotta give a I got to give a huge shout out to my buddy. He's just known by one name, Timmy.
To who?
My buddy
Oh,
Tim.
Timmy.
We call him Timmy. Like
Timmy, what's up?
Timmy.
All right. Madunga says, I'd rather have Zach Wilson as backup court than Jared Stidham. What do you think of that one? I don't agree with that. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that.
You know, we loved Zach when he was at BYU. He was in the perfect
BFU. You almost said BFU.
Dude, I think you got your buzz on.
That's so good. Anyways, go on. I'll replay it. I always watch the show after.
Okay.
After
I know. No, but he was in a great system at BYU. Okay.
That's all.
I enunciated that time.
It's all good. Yeah.
So, but he hasn't found his system yet here in the NFL. So, is Sean Payton's complex system something that he's going to be able to adjust to? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think what you got is in the backup in Stithen right now, with the possibility of Jason Hill coming also to support. I think there's your quarterback situation.
Said David Youngkin says Stidham just doesn't impress me. Well, nobody's gonna impress you like Bo Nix. I'm just telling you that.
Yeah. Hey, you and I have been talking about this for a year now. About a year ago, I said Bo Nix, Bo Nix, Bo Nix, Bo Nix.
We called you crazy in the chat, but now you're here.
Well, I'm basically nuts, bonkers, roundabout, lost in space, heard by that's all, folks.
Very true. Let's see. My nephew Bobby says if Taysum ends up sucking, you can call him Taysum over the hill. Perfect. Perfect.
You know what? Yeah, you want to know something? I'll say this. Yes, he might suck. Yes, he might stink up the joint. But I think his mentorship is what you're going to be paying for Bo Nix. Not his skill on the field, but the education he will give for the development of Bo Nix.
Sure.
That's why I think Taysum is going to be a valuable commodity for the Broncos.
Right. Madunga says, I only weigh 62 pounds, which is not true. So make sure I'm eating some bread to help me absorb everything.
So that's 61 pounds of whiskey and 1 pound of body fat.
Whiskey? I can't do that stuff, dude.
I can't either. No.
I can't do that. I got a coworker at the golf course, and he sits there and he's like, oh man, I go home after work, I kick back, I get me something nice to eat, I sit back with a nice glass, couple of rocks in there, which is ice, couple of rocks, and just pour Jack Daniels. I'm like, what the fuck?
No. Can't do the hard stuff anymore.
I mean, why do Jack Daniels just use gasoline? Holy smokes, that stuff is nasty. Golly. I don't know. I know everything's an acquired taste. I get it. Some people like coffee, some people don't. Some people like whiskey, some people like wine, some people like beer, some people like nothing. It's all good. Me personally, I don't even really like sodas. I don't like sodas. It's too sweet.
I don't either.
Yeah, I just don't do it, you know. But anyways, let's see. Madunga says, "Go get Jameis is back at the motivational speeches will be epic."
No, I do not want to see Jameis Winston anywhere near this organization, no matter whatever motivational slurring and speech he has. No thanks.
Dude, I just thought something. I just looked at the clicker. Do you realize we've spent 25 minutes on the main topic? That's epic, dude. That's awesome.
That's the buzz. That's the primary buzz of this show.
That's it, man.
Hey, and my buddy Brian. Hey, Brian, I hope you're getting your buzz on tonight.
Well, David did bring up a good point. Jack and Coke. Now, you got a little bit of sweet, which cuts down on the sweetness overall, because you got the Coke, or the Jack, I should say, which kind of elevates the Coke. I can see that one. Still, I don't know. It's acquired taste. I know. It's acquired taste, and I appreciate it.
Jack Kenna's in the chat. We got to give a salute to our brother.
Jack Kenna says, Bill Spence, salute, brothers. What is up? Welcome to the very first episode of Broncos Buzz. Enjoy it. Hope you guys, hope everybody out there is enjoying the new look, I wouldn't say new format, but new look, new logo,
new attitude.
It's gonna be fun. New attitude, absolutely.
There we
go. Jack and Wild West show. Love it. All right, let's get into second topic.
Oh, we're on to
Speaking of receivers, yeah, we were on a topic.
Oh, okay.
The Denver Broncos have some needs at various positions. One position that could help Bo Nix is wide receiver. Garrett Padell of CBS Sports feels Devontae Adams could be a landing spot for Denver. ESPN's Adam Schefter says, mentioned on the Pat McAfee show, and I quote, with the Jets moving on from Aaron Rodgers, I would expect them to move on from Devontae Adams as well. Wow. Would you welcome a Devontae Adams? Let me throw it to you this way. Would you welcome a Devontae Adams and Taysum Hill, or Devontae Adams and no Taysum Hill?
So here's the thing. I think Devontae Adams is a talented receiver, but you bring him in, and this is Devontae Adams, whose ego is I'm the number one receiver. You got Cortland Sutton. He is the number one receiver.
Right.
I just think that you get this coming.
Yeah.
I think also wherever some quarterback that the Jets just ejected goes, Devontae might go. Talented receiver.
I got a thing on that. You know that.
We got to think. Talented receiver. I like Devontae Adams. I do like him, but bring him to Denver, and I think you're going to create a lot of friction with Cortland Sutton. A lot.
And I don't want to lose Cortland Sutton.
I don't either. I think Cortland Sutton is our number one, is our primary. Now, if you could trust Devontae, yeah, absolutely not. I agree. If
David
you could trust Devontae Adams to be the number two and support the team, yeah. But in the end, Devontae Adams, everywhere he's gone, he's destroyed just the culture. Oh, David.
Well, here we go. Madunga says, I think Sutton holds out.
I think if you bring in Devontae Adams, Sutton's going to be holding out, and he'll go into the office and say, trade me now.
I don't want to see that.
I don't either. Devontae's talented, but I agree with you, David. He'll destroy the culture.
Yep. He will destroy it. Yep.
Here
you go. Honestly, Devontae Adams is the top and number two, not a number one.
But here's the thing.
That was Jack Kenna. I'm sorry. That was Jack Kenna.
Right, Jack. He's a number two. I agree, with a number one attitude. He's got to be the man. And when you have someone who cares about being the man, then rather than supporting the team to win the football, chuck him over the mountain.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of Devontae Adams in New York Jets, who was his quarterback?
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers wants to stay in New York with the Jets. However, the Jets said no. Rodgers pleaded, oh, please take me. I want to stay with the Jets. Please. Anyways, Rodgers pleaded for himself to stay as a Jets quarterback and aggressively urged the franchise to give him another year. Why? Here it is. Rodgers would be due $37.5 million if the Jets kept him for the 2025 season. No wonder he wants to stay.
Exactly.
He ain't getting it anywhere else. No wonder he wants to stay in New York. It's about the almighty dollar. Of course it is. Do you think you'll even come close to $20 million?
No, I don't think he even comes close to $2 million. Rodgers has to be the man. Rodgers is the one thing. My wife and I used to watch a ton of Jeopardy, and we loved when Alex Trebek retired and they started having these guest hosts, and you saw Aaron Rodgers' attitude when he didn't get selected. He went on a tissy fit that he was not the new host of Jeopardy. That attitude is the same attitude he shows in the NFL. He is going to be ejected. Whoever picks him up, good luck. Vegas, tell me what the over-under and wins are. I'm betting the under, and I'm making a lot of money.
Jack Cannon, thanks a lot, buddy, for your comments. Says great points on Devontae Adams. Same reason I won't take Aaron Rodgers as a Raider. Culture cancer.
Exactly. You can have all the talent in the world. You could be making huge statistics, but are you helping your team be better? Because if you're not helping your team overall be better, you're not taking that step to the Super Bowl and everything else.
Read that one from David Yonkin.
Yeah, wherever Rodgers goes, he will want everything his way. His way. Yep. Of course. And that's where it's – why do you think Green Bay ejected him so quickly when he still maybe had another 2 or 3 years? He wanted it his way. And there was a younger, more eager guy who wanted to learn. And look at where Green Bay is now, and look at where Rodgers is. I think, honestly, Rodgers goes on the free agent market. Yeah, there are some teams like the Giants, like Minnesota, and like –
Whoa! Don't be picking on my Vikings team, man. The NFC favorite team of mine.
They better not take Rodgers.
No, I thought you were saying they would go there. Say, oh, heck no.
No.
I don't want Rodgers on that team.
No one wants Rodgers. I mean, you get a stuck-up self-centered material.
Not even the
superficial, conceited gold digger who cares more about money and himself rather than the team. No, that's it. Enough.
One of the worst teams in the entire NFL, the New York Jets, don't want Rodgers. That is hilarious, dude.
So let's throw this question out there, and I throw this to you as a buzz question: does Rodgers make it into the Hall of Fame?
Wow, what do you guys think in the chat?
Yeah, think in the chat. Yes, he did win a Super Bowl,
which will elevate him higher.
Yes, but he is a locker room killer. So we'd love to hear everybody's thoughts.
So have a lot of people that have made it in the Hall of Fame. They've been locker room killers. A lot of people. Maybe not to the extent of Rodgers wearing it on his sleeve, per se.
Ooh. What? KB with the first response there.
Yeah, up here. KB says, KB82, thank you so much for being in the chat. Appreciate it all the time. I know you're not a first timer, but hey, you're in here tonight. Really appreciate it. Have you guys watched the SMU running back? He's electric. He has great hands. He can run routes as good as a wide receiver. I don't, be honest with you, KB, I don't watch a lot of college football. It's just not my thing. It's like I don't watch soccer or tennis or volleyball or bowling or all that kind of. Yeah.
Volleyball. Come on.
I know you play volleyball. I don't watch it. I mean, if it were on TV, I don't watch it. But if I went to it, something different. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll let you have that one.
He's about ready to call it quits. Madungus, just get ready. He's mad at me. Anyways, so I take it back. I love volleyball. I watch volleyball every day. Basically what I'm saying, though, is, what was I saying? Where was I at?
Your buzz got in your way, huh?
SMU. I don't watch a lot of college. I don't know why. It's just in order to watch a game, seriously, I have to have a dog in the race. I have to have a pony in a race, kind of thing. So the Broncos, that's why I watch football. Cubs, I watch baseball. Avalanche, I watch hockey. If the Avalanche aren't on, I ain't watching hockey. Cubs ain't on, I'm not watching baseball. Whoa, what about the other teams that play against them? I don't care. I can't do it. So anyways, all right. So I will watch your games, Conan, when you're playing volleyball. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You got it. All right.
Yeah.
Now,
All my buddies who are watching it are like, oh no, no. But no, hey, I honestly, and I will be frank and honest about this. I will watch more college sports than professional sports, especially with basketball.
really?
Oh yeah, especially with basketball. I will not watch the pro game because I think Allen Iverson ruined professional basketball for me because he would get the ball, wave everybody to the other side of the court, dribble between the legs, around the back, do a fall away 3-pointer. If he made the shot, he acted like he cured cancer. If he missed the shot, he screamed and yelled and Last night, I fell asleep to watching Loyola Marymount at Santa Clara college basketball. That is my love.
Wow. My nephew Bobby says Broncos already had an all about me guy in Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, and how quickly did they hit the eject button? Who are the Brincos?
Well, we got a new name for the show. We got a new name for the team. I mean,
amen. By the way, the O and the I are next to each other on the keyboard. So
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, it's
all good. Jack Kenna. Jack Kenna says Spence Rodgers will be a Hall of Famer, but now Aaron Rodgers is a cancer.
It is going to be interesting when he comes into the Hall of Fame. If he makes it in, I know a few. Robert, you're saying first ballot. I don't know. I'm thinking he might go 1 or 2 or 3 ballots after that.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, yes, he won a Super Bowl. Yes, he was in an amazing system. Yes, he had amazing support.
Jack, cool, dude. Wow, great shout out, Jack. Really do appreciate. Hey, thanks so much, man. Jack Kenneth says, Bill and Spence, I want both of you on the Wild Wild West show.
Hey, Jack.
That'd be great.
No, we have one small demand. We each have to have a 6-pack of Kona.
I don't know about that.
To participate.
I don't know. It won't be Wild Wild West anymore.
And you got to let us bring our Bronco Buzz with us.
David makes a great point. Going back to basketball.
Oh, my God.
David says NBA is now a flop game.
It is. You know, I talked with my son, and I kid you not, had this discussion yesterday as we were coming home from his basketball practice. And he's like, yeah, I can't watch basketball. All the guys are acting and flopping. Dad, did you do that when you played basketball? I was like, no, you only fell down when you got hit. Now all these players have acting coaches, or there's an assistant coach is like, okay, this is how you flop. This is how you accentuate your fall down. This is what happens when someone hits you here. You go, oh, and make sure you have all the drama. You know, the Academy Awards are going to be watching. I cannot watch NBA basketball because of that. So great point there.
Yeah. And freaking McDungus, man. He's always busting my chops. He said Bill was a part, not of the Wild Wild West show. Bill was a part of the Wild Wild West. So it would be a good history lesson. Yeah, those wagon trains, man, they beat my back up so bad. My legs, hitting all them bumps and going like this and just, it ain't easy, man. I'm glad we got more comfortable transportation now. Anyway, moving on. Let's move on to one more thing real quick. Jack Kenneth says in regards to us going to Wild Wild West as a guest, said absolutely 100% boys. I will leave it up to Richie, which is totally fine. Fine.
Before we move on to the topic, we got to say happy Friday to my dad, 85-year-old Jay Smith III, inventor of Vectrex. He's up there in Colorado. Dad, hopefully you're doing well.
Nice. 85? Nice.
85 and still walking a mile a day, doing good, having fun, and has the right attitude toward life.
Spence, we are almost halfway through the show. I am going to do something for our very first ever Broncos Buzz show. buddy, for you.
Yes.
For
You're
your
going to do
name.
it. You're doing it. Nice.
Kona Big Way, buddy.
Amen.
Here's to you. Here's to everybody out there. Thanks so much for watching. And thanks for being part of the show.
Amen to that. And I know I've gone on a few other MHRT shows, and everybody is starting to do the Konas. They're doing the longboards. They're doing the big waves.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Help. Hey, and everybody put in the chat, what is your beer of choice? I will tell you why I'm a huge Kona drinker. Sponsorship.
Yes.
Come to us. Anyways, I love beers that do not have any cornstarch or corn syrup in it. So you mentioned any product. I used to be an 805 lover. Budweiser bottom out. Now the formula is gone. I used to love Stella. Budweiser brought the formula.
I love Stella. You don't like Stella?
Because it's now Budweiser and they put cornstarch in it. The European Stella version.
Oh, Jack Kenneth says Sierra Nevada.
Sierra Nevada, little bit of cornstarch, but it's still a good product.
Very good. Speaking of good products, great segue.
Yes.
DJ Jones. 3 years ago, the Broncos signed defensive lineman DJ Jones. He has lived up to his contract of $30 million and is up for free agency. Jones has said he is open to staying with Denver, but will the Broncos bring him back? Jones said, and I quote, "We've built a culture here. I would love to come back and be part of that culture," end quote. I say bring him back. You only paid him $30 million for 3 years, $10 million a year. He had a fantastic year. He was outstanding on a defense, arguably weak at times, especially middle linebacker, but that's not DJ Jones's problem. He played well. Do the Broncos bring him back and do you want him back? As a Bronco fan, do you want him back, or do you think that he may be asking too much?
I want him back for the right value. Now, that statement he put out was so well written by his agent. I have got to compliment his sports agent for that wonderful political culture. We're talking culture now. No, the Broncos buzz talks about culture, not players. Players talk about show me the money. All right. I would say
he's saying all the right things, Spence. He's saying all the right things.
His sports agent trained him well. If you can get him at a good value and he understands the nature of value, if he's going for the gold, hit the jackpot, let him go to Carolina, let him go to Jacksonville, let him go to a place where he's not going to make the playoffs. If he wants to truly, and I'm looking right at you right now, if you are truly want to build the culture, you really want to build something here, you want to win a Super Bowl, you give a good value to both yourself and the organization.
Jack, thank you so much, man. He says, I love this show. Golly, Jack. You're amazing, dude.
But all these players,
thank you.
I mean, you want to know something? I do not know him very well. Don't know his personality, everything.
Thanks, David. Great show.
You wonder if in the public eye, oh, yes, I believe in the culture and I believe in having harmonious relationship with the
harmonious. Get out the violin and everybody sing Kumbaya.
Yeah, when he's at the sports bar, he's like, man, bleep, 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 bleep. Pay me my bleep, bleep, bleep. I need bleep, 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 bleep. If you really care about the culture,
that's funny,
what you're going to do is you're going to take a good value that's going to help the team bring more resources for the defensive side and give you a good living. You know what? I'm making enough money, not according to my wife, but I'm making enough money to keep my wife and my kids happy and my rest of my family when I can help support them. I am not looking for $1 million sponsorship right now. You know what I want? I just want to be happy.
Madungus, you are out of control tonight, dude. So we're talking about DJ Jones and wanting him to stay in in Denver, and he wants to stay in Denver and all that kind of stuff and whatnot. So what does Madunga say? You know what I love? Mountain Dew.
Yep. He's getting his caffeine buzz on.
Oh my gosh, dude. Hey, a buzz can be anything.
I know. He might be able to run up.
That's why this show name works. Broncos Buzz. It's the buzz of the Broncos. It's the buzz of the NFL. It's the buzz of Spence's head. It's just anything. It can be anything you want.
Hey, everybody's got their own buzz. We've heard Jack Daniels buzz. We've heard rum and Coke buzz. We've heard Mountain Dew buzz. We've heard Sierra Nevada buzz. Yeah. Dad's getting his Coors Light buzz on right now.
Nice.
Hey, this is all types of buzz.
It's all good, dude. I am in such a giddy mood. I really am. I had such a. How was your day? By the way, I didn't get into that. How was your day? I know you're weak. I know you told me that you just got out of the doghouse. So I had to whisper.
God. I got out of the doghouse.
Go ahead, say the story. This is great.
So
we'll talk about it.
I work as a tournament chairman for the Genesis Invitational, part of the PGA Tour event that was held in Riviera. Unfortunately, due to the fires, they couldn't hold it. So we had to go down to San Diego.
And I wanted to meet up with you, but it just didn't work out.
We couldn't make it work out. So I come home, and of course, I'm in the doghouse because I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm crabby, bad communication with the wife. And it took a few days, but we eventually had good communication today. So I'm out of the doghouse, I think. I hope.
So I have to ask you, did she allow you to sleep in the same room?
No. Oh, no. She kicks me to the dog bed downstairs in the living room. It's a big round one, and she's like, get down to the dog bed right now. While the dogs sleep on the couch with her or sleep in the same room. Was
the leash on? Or did she have one of them buzzers where when,
no, I have a special collar that if I don't behave right, I take it off for this show. She allows me to have it off for 90 minutes.
I know. She has come on the show and she says, oh, thank you for taking him away for an hour and a half so I could have some me time. Oh, okay, I get it. It's all good. For those of you who are out there that aren't married, listen to Spence's comments. He tells me his ring is a radar.
Oh, no, it's a tracker.
A tracker, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. And remember, every married man knows the two most important words. Yes, dear.
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, low credit card bill.
No. Happy wife, high credit card bill. Because you got to pay for it. Let's see. What's that? How come I'm missing something here? Oh, there we go. Oh, I miss a lot of stuff. Jack Kenneth says, guys, I do love the Broncos takes. Even as a rival AFC Raiders fan, you boys rock. Jack, I don't know what to say, dude. You have absolutely, I'm serious. It takes a lot for me not to say things because I'm speechless. But yeah, you just got me speechless, dude.
You know what? If Bill and I had hair, we'd be snapping the hair like rockers for you.
Yeah. No, all I can say is thanks, man. Really do appreciate
that.
So very, very much.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, please.
Yep. Thumbs up, like button. Thumbs up, likes, and subscribe costs you nothing. When you subscribe, people think when you subscribe. I had people say to me, when I subscribe, does that mean I have to watch every show? No, you don't. It just means you appreciate the show, you like the show, you like the content or whatever, and you subscribe. I subscribe to a lot of things. I've got a Samsung phone. I subscribe to a guy who all he talks about is the new Samsung phone updates. Why do I subscribe? Because when the new ones come out, but I don't watch all of his other ones. Same kind of thing. You don't have to watch every show. We love you to, but you don't have to. So, anyways, let's see. Bobby says the Broncos culture is not to pay players their worth. He's got a good point.
He's got a good point, but this new Walton family, I think, is coming around to paying players.
Well, of course, Walton Penner ownership group has a ton more money than Pat Bowlen ever had. But Pat Bowlen did well with what he had.
But Pat Bowlen didn't have to deal with the economics of today's football game that we had back in the 80s and 90s.
Sure.
If he dealt with that, that's the problem. Today's economics in the NFL, every player wants to be the highest player paid right now. And the worst thing we're going to see this offseason is NFL quarterbacks who say, well, this guy is the highest paid player and I'm better than him, so you better pay me more, even though he's down here.
Madug, sorry, I just looked up Madug says, when I get that feeling I want such a dude, I almost spit. Oh my gosh, dude.
He's on a different buzz level right now. You know what? Next topic. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh my gosh, that was classic. I got to go here. D-Rock says, Big Bill follows up by saying Spence. All right, guys. David Yonkin says he's been married 28 years. So have I. Well, the second time around. But I've been married 28 years to my very beautiful wife, who I absolutely adore. She's amazing. Amazing woman. Amazing woman. I asked her to marry me 3 times. No, she did not turn me down the first 2. I backed out. I was nervous. I got divorced after 9 years of marriage. I was 22 years old. I got divorced when I was 31. And I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated. Felt like somebody had taken a baseball bat and hit me in the stomach. I thought I was going to throw up. I really did. And so I did not want that same feeling from her. But when I asked her the 3rd time, she says, yes. How many times do I have to say yes? I said, oh, crap, I'll do it. And she's an amazing woman. Amazing, amazing woman. Anyway,
yeah,
okay.
Very beautiful woman.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, I've sent you those pictures. You're right.
Yeah.
Did see them. Says, let's see. Clayton Haran says, hey, guys. I say, hey, what's up, Clayton, my man? Says, smash that like button and share, guys. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Let's see. Jack Kenneth says, Bill and Spence, I absolutely 100% to see you boys to help Richie out the Wild Wild West show. Raiders fans dominate the show. I want to hear more takes from Bronco fans. Wow. Cool. Well, we'll bring it. It's 2. Hey, just to let you know, Jack, it's 2 against 1. Me and him against you. So just saying, if you're ready, it's all good, man. I would love it. I think it'd be so much fun.
I think it would be great banter if we're cross referencing shows and
or crop.
The buzz. The buzz is on the Wild Wild West, and eventually the Wild Wild West comes and visit us here. Let them get their buzz on.
That would be cool. Do cross shows. That'd be great. Clayton Haran, just like Jack Kenna, man. I really don't know. I really don't know what to say about you guys, man. I really don't. You guys are absolutely the best. Clayton Haran says, great way to top off a Friday night. Thanks, guys. Not Spence. Excuse me. Clayton. Clayton, you're the one making us happy and doing what we do. So thank you so much for being here. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
By the way, go to the next one. I think Mundungus is on his Mountain Dew number 3 or 4 or 5.
He's Mountain Dew. Mundungus is singing Let's Get It On. Babe. Let's get it on. Wow. Oh, wow. Well, there you go. Hope we didn't get copyrighted. Jack says he would love to come on our show anytime. There you go. You got it. Jack, it's a promise. It's a promise. You will be on our show. Broncos Buzz with Raider Nation. Ooh. Raider Nation. There you go. Cool.
That would create some serious buzz.
Oh, you bet your bottom dollar it would. It'd be a buzz in the air, a buzz in. Oh, yeah. That's great, man. I'm loving this. I'm loving this new modern twist, the new modern show. The way I'm loving it. I don't know about you, Spence, but I am having a fantastic time.
By the way, next comment, because we gotta come back against Madungus.
Madungus says, "You guys are the ones that called me." We did not. Are you sexy?
You called yourself that.
We did not call you. Go back and watch the show, Madungus. It's being recorded. It's okay. So here's a good question before we get into the next topic. Jack has a question, which is, what does Denver want with their first round pick?
Oh, wow.
Number what? And what number are we? 20?
20.
20?
We're 20. And it's weird. Me personally, if the running back from Boise State is available, which in one mock draft he was, but in another mock draft he wasn't, I'd grab him. I'm looking at possibly middle or outside linebacker at that spot. Someone who can come in and really help the defense.
But Duncan says he wants a defensive tackle.
I think we're short up in that area. I believe.
I don't know. Going back to Jack being on our show, David Youngkin said, "Let me know when that will happen. It will be awesome. It will. It'll be good. It'll be good back and forth. It'll be great. Be great. All right. Listen to this.
Oh, let's
you
listen.
know that with the Walton Penner, yeah, that's right. Walton Penner ownership group, they're making major moves. They change the field halfway through the season all the time because they want the field to be the best for the players, right? Mm-hmm. They upgraded the stadium at Mile High. I still call it Mile High, and yes, it always will be Mile High. They upgraded the stadium. They added new things. They're doing they changed the uniform. They're doing different things to make it their own. One major thing is on the horizon. Here it is. The Denver Broncos stadium lease expires after the 2030 season. It takes about 4 years to build a new state-of-the-art stadium for the fans and the players. Broncos President Damani Leach says, and I quote, "We don't have a lot of time. We need to figure out where we're going," end quote. Leach went on to say, and I quote, we can extend the lease of the current stadium if we need to, but we are trying to do what's best, not just for the Broncos, but for the next 30 years and the city of Denver, end quote. What do you make of that? If the lease is up in 2030 and they have to have the stadium, they want to have the stadium in place by 2031, they have to break ground on 2027. That is 2 years from now. Where in heaven's name do you think they go? Do you think they opt out or opt in, I should say, and extend the current lease, which I believe is a minimum of 5 years? Or do they fast forward where they want to be with the new stadium? That it could be where it is now. It could be in between downtown Denver and DIA, or it could be someplace completely different, a la down near Dove Valley. They've talked about that.
Yeah, we've discussed this before. I am 100% confident that they're going to move the stadium down to Dove Valley. Sports entertainment now is not just about the stadium. It's not just about the parking lot. It is the entertainment surrounding it. It is the surrounding areas.
But what's in Dove Valley that isn't in downtown? I mean, downtown has the hotels, right? In the area, they have the bars, they have the eateries, they have the entertainment, they have everything that any downtown offers. If you're in Dove Valley, are you telling me that people downtown, are having a great time, going to get on a freaking bus or a trolley or whatever they have and go down to the stadium, to the game, and then back? I don't see that.
Well, who would control the hotels? Who would control the entertainment? Who would control the restaurants? Who would control the bars? The Bronco family, and this is a business decision, and it's business acumen. If you have the stadium in your home, in your backyard, You control the land. You control all the surroundings. You can build a hotel, start making revenue from that. You can build restaurants, bring the restaurants in. You can bring a bar in. Nothing against downtown Denver. I will tell you this. Anytime I go to Denver, I always go to a Rockies game. I love the bars around there.
That's my point. Are you going to build up Dove Valley to make it like another metropolis?
That is the entertainment sports industry right now. Is you don't just have the new stadium, you have the surrounding entertainment that brings in revenue year round.
But then what does that do for the downtown businesses of Denver? Does they all of a sudden, just get washed up?
No, they still make value from the Rockies. They still make value from the Avalanche, still make value from the Nuggets.
No,
but if I'm the ownership of the Broncos, I'm looking to maximize value. Mm-hmm. Am I going to maximize value staying at Mile High Stadium where we're leasing, we're paying a lease, where we're leasing the parking, where we're leasing the surrounding areas, where David brings up the perfect thing. The question is about the new stadium. Will it have a roof so it can host a Super Bowl? That is a question that gives you value. Mm-hmm. Now you are making Denver a host city, which you got to have golf. I think it was 2 golf courses or 1 golf course, 2 bowling alleys, a few other things. If you develop that, you get now the value you want.
Now, if it takes 4 years to build a stadium, do they add that stuff after the stadium's been built or as in the process of it being built? And if that's the case, it may take more than 4 years. Now, what do you do?
In the process. And you know what? Madungus brings a comment that I want to bring in. He says, look at SoFi. I know where SoFi is. There's no good hotels around there. There are no good restaurants.
It's close to the airport, too.
It's close to the airport. It's in a town called Inglewood.
Right.
Not exactly a place you go to after the game to have
at night. Not a good area. Not a good area.
Not a good area. So if you are owning the land, if you are owning the buildings, if you are creating the entertainment, if you're creating the atmosphere, and you are in control of that, and you're getting the revenue from all of that, that is worth the investment. If have you
been to Dove Valley? I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm going to ask you, have you been to Dove Valley or that area?
Once before.
Okay. Is it a good area?
Yeah, it's a good area to develop.
No, but it's a good area for people to come to. It's not like Inglewood is what I'm saying. It's not like you got to be packing a piece when you walk out the stadium.
Right. No. Oh, no. It's a good area.
Okay. I mean, I don't mean to put Inglewood down, but I'm just saying.
No, I don't want to put Inglewood down because where SoFi is right now, with the thing that was there, the racetrack that was there, the horse racetrack, Hollywood Park.
Santa Anita. Wasn't it Santa Anita?
No, it was Hollywood Park. I was there every Friday night because they had $1 beers, $1 hot dogs, $1 admission. I was making a ton of money.
Dude, did you even make it to the 9th race or 7th race? Whatever they have?
Barely. All my buddies are going to start texting in. Oh no, Spencer, we used to do a superfecta in the last race. I know we're going on a tangent. We all threw $1 in. It's like, one of my buddies hit it and it paid over $10,000 and he quickly left the racetrack.
Are you serious, dude?
Oh, I hit one for $14,000. And as soon as it hit, I grabbed the ticket, ran to the private booth. And I was just like, I don't want to get any money. How can I do this? And they're like, well, do you have a college loan? I'm like, yeah, Pepperdine. And they're like, okay, we just sent the money to Pepperdine. Wow. Of course, I still had to pay a few dollar beers.
You hit 14,000?
That's not even my highest.
That's not your highest?
Nope.
I think I brought the right guy into the show. I'm going to make money with this guy. Oh, my gosh. That is crazy. Let me get back to chat. Some of these guys have been chiming in. We got a new one here. Not new. My brother-in-law from Vegas, Rudy Torres, says, "What's up, dudes?" I say, "What's up?" Sorry, Rudy. I know you don't. You told me earlier you didn't have any beer. I'm sorry.
Rudy, what's your beer of choice? We gotta hear from you.
Anything that's in the fridge. That's the truth, man.
Anything that's available, love it.
Yeah. Let's see. He follows up by saying, "I'm late. I know I couldn't find the remote and my phone." Okie dokie. And he says he doesn't have any beer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, put it down.
And the word gullible is still not in the dictionary.
Yeah, no kidding. McDuggan says, look at the new proposed Bears stadium. But that's way out in the boonies too. They want that. I don't know.
That's probably the same situation. They want to have control of the stadium, control of the parking, control of the land, control.
There you go. It says they have all that, including the proposal for the new stadium.
There you go.
There you go. So
yeah,
they're talking about including everything like the hotels, the land, all that. So it's probably all going up at one time.
Right. Sports right now is not about just your sports team. It is sports entertainment as a whole. So you want to capture the revenue, not just from your team, but from other aspects that's involved in sports entertainment. Plus, especially if you've got a hotel and you have all the road team coming there, think of all that massive revenue you're getting each weekend.
Yep. David, did I call you today? Because you happen to know exactly what the next topic is.
Oh, let's do it.
Salary cap. See that right there? NFL salary cap?
Let's do it.
He says, can you guys please talk about how much Denver has in the cap since its raise? Ironically, it's the next topic. Of course, here we go. The NFL has informed the 32 teams that the salary cap will be between $277.5 million to $281.5 million per ESPN's Dan Graziano. The cap has gone up more than $53 million in the last 2 seasons, and it won't slow down this offseason either. For teams hoping to use the extra money on players who can make a difference and push them over the top. There it is. $277.5 million. Now, David wants to know, and I'll bring it back up. David wants to know, what does that mean for the Denver Broncos? And it's an increase of approximately 27 to 29 million per team. Does that take the Broncos out of the salary cap hit that they have with Russell Wilson?
No, but it puts them in play for more talent. When you increase, I'm always skeptical when they increase the salary cap, because when you increase the salary cap,
my phone did ring. Thanks, Dave. Cool.
When you increase the salary cap, what you're doing is you're benefiting the teams who are there right now. The top
two. I'm wrong. It was 42 million the Broncos have.
42 million. You're benefiting the teams who are in that top tier right now of caliber. You're benefiting the Baltimore Ravens, the Buffalo Bills. When you do that big a raise, they're able to spend more. The smaller guys can offer more, but well, let's see. I'm getting more money, and I'm playing with a winning team. This team that maybe doesn't have a chance to win, I'm making a few extra dollars. I'm going with these guys. It's unfortunately the economic situation we're in right now, and you looked it up, and it keeps saying 35 million. Okay,
so 35 and 42, somewhere around there.
But here's the thing. When you announce it globally, every sports agent's going, all right, let's do our Tom Cruise impression. Show me the money and more of it.
Yeah, no doubt. Madunga says over the cap has Denver at 42 mil. So he's talking about over the cap.
Oh, the Broncos are currently 42 million over the
It
cap.
says over the cap has Denver at 42 million.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, then they've got tough decisions to make. Thank you, Russell, for messing up our team. Appreciate it.
Well, that was done by who brought him in? Oh yeah.
Someone who's not with our team anymore.
No, it was the GM. It was Payton, George Payton.
Oh, it was
George Payton was there with Hackett.
With Hackett. I thought it was Hackett who was pushing for it.
Yeah. Oh no, it was Hackett was pushing. Hackett was pushing for Rodgers, but that all fell through for whatever reason. And then he was pushing for Wilson, and that all fell through.
You know what? I'm just happy with our situation for Bo Nix, and hopefully we're going to be in a better position before he starts going, okay, I'm worth 50 million. Bring it.
Who, Bo Nix?
Oh yeah.
You see that? Do you really see that from him? Come on, man. He seems more humble than that.
He seems more humble, but who's a sports agent? That's the thing. I don't know, but I think he's humble. I think Bo Nix sees the bigger picture than a lot of these other guys. You know, what made Tom Brady so good? Yes, we all hated him, but he didn't take the big bucks to make sure.
Well, look at John Elway. He played his last 2 years, Super
thing.
Bowl 32, Super Bowl 33. He played for the NFL minimum salary. He got everything backloaded when he retired. Yeah. Brilliant move.
Brilliant move. And that is people who care more about winning now than making your money now.
Yeah.
I mean, look at a lot of the free agents who went for the gold right this second and how quickly their career went.
Oh, yeah. Jack Kenneth says Bo Nix is on a rookie contract. Absolutely. But I don't see him raking the Broncos. I really don't. If he does, then I don't want him. I just don't see him being that guy. I want him to be more like a John Elway. You know, give back to the team so we can have better players, and I'll get my money at the end of the career. That's how I see it. That's just me. That's what I would do. But I'm not in the NFL. You want to hear something that is interesting, and I almost brought this as my Broncos buzzsaw tonight to start the show. I almost brought it, but I didn't, because disrespecting the national anthem of any country is wrong. So I had to bring that. If you guys missed it, go back to the beginning of the show. It's a 1 minute. It's called Buzzsaw. I went nuclear for 1 minute. I could have kept going, but the buzzer went off, so I couldn't continue. Anyways, listen to this. Following Bo Nix and the Broncos' loss to the Buffalo Bills in this year's playoffs, Tim Tebow is still the only Broncos drafted quarterback to win a playoff game. Now, I know that you mentioned earlier, Spence, off air in the green room, that you said, didn't Osweiler win a game? Yes, this is on drafted quarterbacks who are starting quarterbacks. Bo Nix, a starting quarterback. Tim Tebow, starting quarterback. Everybody says, Tim Tebow, he sucked, blah, blah. He wasn't that good of a quarterback, blah. He's still the only Broncos drafted quarterback to ever win a playoff game. Think about that. Starting quarterback. Think about that. Bo Nix had a tremendous year. Played the Buffalo Bills. What are you going to do? But I just thought that was interesting. When I saw that come across my phone, I'm like, and people say Tim Tebow wasn't that good a quarterback. And I know it's not just the quarterback. It's the system. It's the play calling. It's the receivers. It's the team you're playing against. It's where you're playing the game. The game was played in Denver. This game was played in Buffalo. I get that. I totally understand it. All I'm saying is Tim Tebow is still the only drafted quarterback ever to win a playoff game as a starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos.
I will tell you this. I was a Tim Tebow fan. I rooted for him because he had the heart that we all wanted when it came to athletics. Yes, the skills didn't quite mesh with the athletic talent or with the athletic heart, but you got to be a Tim Tebow fan. Yes, mock hit that took so long to throw the ball. Yes, mock this and that. There is nobody who is culturally better for a team than Tim
And
Tebow.
heart. And heart.
And
My
the will
God.
to will the team to make the playoffs, to win all those games, to beat the Steelers on the first offensive play in overtime.
Where I missed it because I was outside with the dog.
Well,
Had to watch the replay. Responsibilities. Yeah, no. Madunga says no. Over the Cap website had Denver with 42 million available. Okay.
Available.
I read
Okay.
it because he said, "Read my last comment." I did. There you go.
Jeez, Madungus, are we on Mountain Dew number 4 or number 5 right now?
Freaking Rudy. Oh crap! Now I lost my pipe. I told you, put it down. Put it down. Like I said, everybody has their own buzz, whatever it is.
Yeah. Whatever. Hey, all rational buzzes are allowed here. Rational buzzes.
We welcome every buzz.
Don't say every buzz.
What's the other?
Okay.
I'm going to miss that. But how many people out there in the chat or yourself, Spence, how many people play video games on Xbox or PS5 or PS4? How many out there, guys? You guys all play? I'm 66 years old. I bought a PS5. I love it. Listen to this. Most of us, yes, including me, knows and plays Madden NFL on gaming systems. Well, 6 Denver Broncos have been nominated to be on the Madden Ultimate Team. Those players are, and I'm shocked by a couple on here, and I'm stunned by one who's not. Those players are cornerback Pat Surtain, duh. Guard Miners, safety Brandon Jones. That surprises me. Outside linebacker Nick Benito, no doubt.
No surprise.
Fullback Mike Burton. And kick returner Marvin Mims. Okay. Where in heaven's name is Bo Nix?
Bo Nix. Well,
why isn't he on there? It says, listen, it says the Ultimate Team of Madden 2025 or 25, I should say, will be announced on March 6th. I will be shocked. I will be shocked to my bones if Bo Nix isn't somehow on there, somehow, some way. How is he not even nominated? You got to be kidding me.
Think of all the other quarterbacks that he would have to be in front of. You've got Jackson with Baltimore. You've got Allen with Buffalo. You've got Mahomes with Kansas City. You've got Hurts with Philadelphia.
And they just won.
And just won.
Do you play any video games, Spence? Have you ever played them?
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. I grew up playing. Dad, tell everybody. I grew up being a toy tester for my dad.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that to me. You're right. You did.
And I don't play any video game system, but anybody who's a golf fan, I play Golf Clash on my phone when my wife's not looking.
Can she hear you?
Always.
Yeah, I forgot you got the radar.
I'm a hostage. I mean husband. So she's always listening.
I'm a hostage. Holy cow, dude. Oh, that is hilarious. Jack Kenna, are you still in the chat? Got something for you, buddy. Here we go. I know you're not going to like it because you mentioned it earlier, but here we go. Minority owner Tom Brady of the Raiders might have his eye on Aaron Rodgers. The Raiders have a good draft position, but no guarantee of a top quarterback. Incidentally, refer to last year's draft, Raider fans. You got punked by the Vikings And then we took a quarterback and you had nothing. No guarantee. So Fox Sports Bucky Brooks, I should say, said, and I quote, Tom Brady is affectionately high. He has affectionately high level for quarterback play, and he could nudge the Raiders towards a fling with Rodgers as the team's next quarterback, number one, end quote. Do the Raiders and Tom Brady, who apparently, like you've mentioned last show or the show before, I know we did the last week, it was Valentine's. So the show before, you mentioned that Tom Brady is really the one pulling the strings of the Raiders. Right. If that is true, and it sounds like it by the way that article was presented, does he pull the trigger on Aaron Rodgers and get Aaron Rodgers to the Raiders with Pete Carroll? Is that a possibility? Because those two hated each other when they played against each other. I don't mean hate as in I can't stand you and I won't play for you. Just respectful because you're same conference. Do they unite, or is that just a smokescreen?
It's a smokescreen. To use the two favorite words of my friend John Whiting, who is no longer with us, I miss my friend. Nope. Zero. You want to bring in Aaron Rodgers, the Raiders will go further down. Yeah, Jack. The Raiders.
Nope.
The Raiders can't go get any lower. Oh, yes, you can. Bring in Aaron Rodgers. You'll go even further into the pits of Vegas. Whoever you get, look at what you can get. Yeah.
David says these media outlets have Rodgers going to every team that needs a quarterback. No kidding. But yeah. he's 30. What? How old is he? 30?
41.
Oh, 41. Oh, no way.
No. Tom Brady is smart and wise with football. What? He already knows who he's going to go after. And do you think he's going to publicize it? You think he's going to promote it? You think he's going to be out there in the media? Well, we're looking at that. No, Tom's got something up this sleeve. He's got something up this sleeve, and we don't know it yet.
Hey, so let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Why would he be throwing out a smokescreen like that? What is his motivation? What is his purpose? What is his direction?
To get everybody to focus on that while he's taking care of the real quarterback that he wants to bring. So make everybody in the media, make all the sports agents think, and then Tom Brady will start negotiating or talking to other quarterbacks. I don't know who he's thinking, but he's got a quarterback in mind that he wants to bring to the Raiders. When free agency starts, it will happen.
Sam Darnold of the Vikings, they're thinking about letting him go.
No, you don't want Sam Darnold.
How about the one from the Rams? How about the one from the Rams? Quarterback for the Rams.
Strafford?
Yeah, Matthew Stafford.
If he's available, take him. But if the Rams get rid of Stafford, I don't know what they're doing now. Are they getting rid of a receiver? Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, hang on.
What?
No, Dave, you didn't just say the 4-letter word for a potential quarterback. Shame on you, David.
Shame. There's been talk about that too.
That's Russ Wilson's sports agent trying to get publicity to make his client valuable commodity. No. Culture killer. Who have we talked about for potentially going to teams? Russ Wilson, culture killer. Aaron Rodgers, culture killer.
Madungus, I totally agree with this. I was going to bring this in earlier, but I got sidetracked with other things on the topics. If Vegas brings in Aaron Rodgers, do you think Devontae Adams follows? Absolutely, hands down, yes. I totally agree.
But
I totally agree.
But they're not going to Vegas. Vegas is moving on from them. Let's just say this. I would stop drinking for a month if the Raiders brought in Aaron Rodgers.
This is recorded. This is recorded.
Amen.
Right?
No, okay, my wife is going, oh, good. Yay.
This is recorded. I'm just telling you, I can bring it up anytime. Bring
it up anytime. If Aaron Rodgers goes there, I'll stop drinking for a month. Bye-bye. Nope. 0.
All right. I know you got to cut out of here. You got a very hot thing you got to do, or a family issue you got to do here in the next 5 minutes. We're going to wrap this up in 5 minutes. If it goes a little bit beyond that, I'll wrap it up. You can cut out. We'll be good. Last topic, guys. I know you're all excited and glad to see the last topic. It's just a joke. I hope you guys don't. I hope you guys enjoy the show. And thank you so much for being part of it in the chat. As always, last topic. This is interesting, and I'm not welcoming this at all. I know the NFL is out to make as much money as they possibly can, to generate as much revenue and viewership as they can. I'm not in favor of this because I think it hurts a lot more industries and a lot more people. And you'll understand what I'm talking about. Here we go. Right. The NFL is always looking to increase their revenue. And now they are looking to possibly have their Sunday afternoon games being broadcast on Netflix as early as 2029. Netflix is interested in bidding on the afternoon games that could disrupt the future of cable TV. CBS and Fox are the home of Sunday afternoon games since the late 1990s. The current deals are up in 2033, but the NFL can end the deal 4 years earlier in 2029. What in heaven's name are they doing? They're trying to, in my opinion, they're trying to shrink down the people who I know it's about money, Spence. I get it. But the point is, you're going to hurt the people of CBS. You're going to hurt the people of Fox. You're going to hurt the people of ESPN. This is not good. I don't like it. What about the people who don't understand the concept of how to navigate, like older people who like to enjoy football or enjoy whatever, and they can't navigate through the system of of internet. They're so used to hit this button, I hit this button, I'm good to go. I mean, I think they're alienating people.
Define older people. I mean, you and I are older people, and we still know how to. We still get our fire stick going, and we can get those.
I don't know. I do know people who say, "Well, I have a coworker who's 61, 60, and he goes, I can't even hardly figure out my phone, let alone."
I will tell you this, Bill. And there's a big if you can click on any afternoon game, not just a regional, any afternoon game, and you don't have to pay an extra price for Netflix, count me in.
Yeah, but it's going to be like a Sunday ticket thing. I just have a bad feeling.
I have a bad feeling. But if Netflix is going to say, we're not raising our price, we're keeping it this way, I'm going to go for it, because then one TV can have Netflix, the Chargers game on, so Aiden can watch.
Oh yeah, your son.
My son.
I thought you were going my direction. I'm like,
no, my son, going for my son. He's a huge Chargers fan, and I can have the Broncos game on the other TV through Netflix. Amen. I'm good with that. But it's going to the dynamics of the contract. If Netflix is going to be like, oh yeah, we've got Sunday football, that's an extra $10 a month.
Right. No, I get it. David brought up a good point. Said, Bill, paying for Netflix and other streaming platforms is cheaper than cable. I agree. I do have Netflix. Now, that's not my concern, David, is whether it's cheaper than cable. And I do have a Dish Network, so I have satellite. My point is, are they going to charge it like they do Sunday Ticket? Or are they going to say, okay, you got Netflix at X amount of dollars a month, but now you want to watch the NFL games, so that's another $55-$60.
That's going to be the question, because I think we've had this economic discussion before. Is that the way the NFL is going? Are we talking shish kebab here again, Madungus?
Madungus says, bull crap. I have to talk Bill through all that.
Baloney.
Meaning when it comes to technical stuff, sometimes I have a difficult time. That only has to pertain to getting on the show or what buttons I have to push and what things I have to stream, that kind of stuff. But no, I can get on Netflix. I stream baseball all the time. I stream hockey all the time. ESPN Plus, I got all that stuff. It's great. I love it.
Honestly, Netflix, great idea. It depends on the dynamics. If it's a small fee and you get all games, not just regional, you get all games, good value.
All right. You are past your witching hour, dude. Jack Kenneth says Madungus, he's directed Madungus, but I'm gonna bring it up. Says he wants free agent Justin Fields as a quarterback for the Raiders.
Oh well.
Yep. You got to cut out? Or are you good to go?
I've got to run, unfortunately.
All right. You want to wrap it up real quick, Spence?
Yeah, let's wrap it up together. And thank you, everybody, for being in the chat, for responding. Dave, Rudy, Jack. I know we had someone.
Here we go.
Madangus. I don't know who that is.
Jack Canna. Okay, here we go. I'll bring it down. Here we go. I just want to thank David Yonkin, Robert Marino, Madungus Creevy.
Who?
Madungus Creevy.
Who?
Who? Going down, we had Paul. We had Paul Smith. I know. Hang on. We had
KB82.
KB82. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm just going down the list real quick.
Hey, Jack, thank you for the cheers out and the shout out to my dad, at Spencer's dad. Amen. Dad, I hope you're enjoying your beers.
Jack Kenna, we had Jack Kenna. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. We had D-Rock. Thank you so much, D-Rock. Clayton Haran, thank you so much. Really do appreciate you guys are the best. I mean, you guys are just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Each and every week. I know that that Spence has got to go. Spence, thank you so much. We'll see you next Friday. And you want me to take you out, or are you good?
Let's say goodnight to everybody the right way.
Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of the very first ever Broncos Buzz, formerly known as Broncos Breakdown. It's Broncos Buzz moving forward. Hope each and every one of you have a fantastic weekend. We will see you next Friday, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Get your buzz on. Have a fantastic week. We will see you then. I guess I got to go to the out thing, right? Take care, guys. Yep. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Enjoy your buzz.
Fast lane when I pass in the street. Bag of money in the passenger seat. Tempo's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never